The worst kept LEGO secret of the year was finally formally announced this morning with the unveiling of the new Avengers Tower. Consisting of over 5,200 pieces and coming in at almost 3 feet high, this behemoth of a set will cost $500 US. While it may look like a ton of gray windows stacked on top of each other, there are a lot of incredible building techniques to unpack here. Plus, there are some great pieces and minifigs. But at the end of the day, is this worth $500 or is it the best $500 set on the market? Let's break it down. First, let's be clear that this is the ultimate MCU LEGO set and is absolutely epic. It's the tallest official LEGO skyscraper ever and 4 inches taller than the Daily Bugle. There certainly is a lot of repetition in building with the windows and panels, but let's note some of the interesting building techniques that you might not have picked up on. Let's start with a theme that is common among large LEGO sets these days, and that is angles. The whole right side of the building is sloped, which creates a sleek look. How is it done? Well, there are curved slopes at the base that allow the entire wall to rest on an angle. There are some brackets in the floor with some jumper plates that help hold it in place, and the wall itself is a combination of panels and slopes flipped on their sides. Now, I haven't seen the wall close up myself, but I would imagine that it uses a combination of snot bricks and brackets on the sides, along with all of those transparent light blue panels. The wall doesn't appear to connect to the top of the building, which means that you can remove it easily to show people the interior of the set. Here's one more observation about it that is sneakily good. At the very bottom, there is a 12x3 wedge plate that matches the angle of the wall such that it is vertical to the tower base. So good. I also want to highlight the Quinjet landing pad, which is also impressive in 2 ways. First, the underside of the pad has to look good because it's easy to see from the lower part of the set. Now, while there are some inverted tile pieces used, like 1x3s and 2x2s and 4x8, there appears to be some tiles placed upside down using some Technic pieces for the studs. The second impressive aspect is that it protrudes from the building right where everything comes together at that point in the building. Architecturally, it's a focal point of the set and therefore has to be built well, and LEGO executed this very, very well. The silver hoses that wrap around its perimeter look fantastic and add to its sleek appearance. The horizontal windows leading into the launch pad from the hangar are also very well done. Here we see more snot work that juxtaposes these windows with the verticality of the skyscraper. This, along with the Avengers A, helps point our eyes in the direction of the launch pad and is really a next level attention to detail. Curves are also really tough to achieve in LEGO, but the Avengers Tower conquers this problem as well. The main light gray curve up the side of the building is really cool and it's well done. Working our way up from the base, you can see there are a lot of 1x2 by 1 2/3 snot bricks, which makes it easy to place tiles on the side facing the angled wall. Now, about halfway up the building, we see the curve start moving in using a combination of 1x4 hinge plates and 1x4 tiles. However, to achieve the depth to that curve, there are a number of 1x2 with 1x4 brackets placed upside down with 1x6 tiles, which connect to a point by the pad. This technique with these brackets, very similar to what we see in the Hogwarts Express. Now, this light gray line runs horizontally around the entire building using tiles flipped on their side and some curved slopes. There are more angles and curves sprinkled throughout the set, which just adds so much detail and charm to it. The 2 A's on the sides are obvious, but there's a 3rd A on the back that is nicely done. Then there's the angled windows above the launch pad and the hangar that are achieved using some 1x2 plates with a Technic hole. It's a subtle technique, but clever. And finally, there's the curved roof near the top that does a nice job of replicating the source material and incorporates a bunch of 1x2 plates with a technical connected via what I think is a hose element or something like that. I'm not 100% sure on this, but regardless, it's a unique building technique that I've not seen in a Lego set before. All of those angles and curves and snot work should be enough to convince you of the complexity of the build, and that's just the exterior. The interior also has a lot going on, and I have to be honest, I haven't seen all of the Marvel movies, but there are a number of mini builds that depict really cool moments from the movies, such as chairs to various chambers, fight scenes, broken glass, and America's... Okay, so what about the pieces? Do you like windows? I sure hope so, because there are well over 200 dark gray 1x2x3 windows, which we have never seen before in this color. The market for these windows is about to be flooded, so if you want those for some of your mocks, whether they're modular buildings or something else, this is going to be your chance to get some. To provide us the skyscraper feel, we're also getting a bunch of 1x4x3 panels in transparent light blue, along with some 4x4x3 quarter cylinder panels, which are brand new this year and are new in this color here at the Avengers Tower. Another way that Lego achieves the glassy exterior is by using 44 1x4 bricks in transparent dark blue. Again, the first time we're seeing that piece in this color. We're getting a 4x8 inverted tile in light gray for the second time ever, and we're getting the chair element in cool yellow for the first time ever. The same is true for the 1x1 Technic brick with axle hole in medium azure. As for the minifigs, let's just say that I'm not an aficionado when it comes to Marvel, so I'll let other people delve into the details of these figures. But I do want to mention that there are a whopping 29 minifigs, 1 microfig, and a big fig. If I've done my math correctly, that's 31 figures in all in the set, which means it's a record for Lego in one set. So it's hard to make the argument that Lego skimped out on us with the minifigs in this set. So there are a number of positive attributes to the set, but are there any negatives? Well, there are stickers, which I know will anger or frustrate some fans given the price tag. This, though, is common with premium Lego sets, including the UCS Razor Crest, Gringotts, and Rivendell. Basically, other than the modular buildings, the inclusion of stickers does not surprise me at all. Should it bother me? Well, I'm torn. $500 is already a ton of money for one Lego set, and using stickers provides some flexibility for the set designers, plus it's cheaper than using printed pieces. That's the good thing. The bad, though, is that the stickers are a pain in the neck. They can wear down faster than printed pieces, and that can affect what is a premium display piece that is not cheap. Fortunately, there doesn't appear to be too many stickers in this set, especially on the exterior, and I'll just kind of leave it with that the glass is half full take. A second critique that I have is a bit more nuanced, and that is the number of transparent bricks that are stacked in sections of the skyscraper. The panels are effective, I like those, but when you stack transparent bricks, the studs are visible on the brick interior. It makes for a cloudier look than using the panels. Now, this technique is necessary, but it's something that bugged me about the Friends Downtown Flower and Design shops when I made a customized modular of that earlier this year. From a building and general Lego fan perspective, these are pretty minor flaws. The stickers are tasteful, especially on the exterior, and the issue with the stacked transparent bricks only arises when you look up at the set closely. But the bottom line is, this is another instant classic for Lego. But the question remains, is it worth $500? This is a huge question for fans like me, who don't get free Lego sets to review, don't do LEGO YouTube full-time, and are on a middle-class budget. On the one hand, there's no doubt in my mind that this set is worth $500. The collection of pieces, the minifigs, the build experience all warrant the price tag. In addition, the piece count itself isn't dominated by a bunch of small 1x1 plates, tiles, and other similar pieces. But on the other hand, it's $500. And this is going to price out the vast majority of adult LEGO fans. It's just flat out a lot of money. To me, it comes down to a couple of questions. If you have the money to spend on this, are you a huge Marvel fan? If so, this is a no-brainer. Get it. Do you have a huge LEGO city full of other skyscrapers? Again, no-brainer. Get the set. But if your display is dominated by modular buildings that run about 2 to 3 stories tall, or you have limited display space, it's a lot tougher to justify buying this building. It's going to look out of place next to shorter buildings in a modular city unless you have both it and the Daily Bugle, but the combined price of both make this prohibitive for at least 99% of fans. In fact, if you're not a huge Marvel or Skyscraper fan, I'm not sure this is the best $500 set out there. And that, by the way, is saying something. Personally, I'm partial to Rivendell, and I think that it's among the best sets of all time, along with the Lion Knight's Castle. I do think, though, that the Avengers Tower is better than a lot of the other pricier sets out there, like the Leaper Crane, the Gringotts, which still annoys me that they included the vault section in that, the Hulkbuster, the Hogwarts Express, and others. Overall, this is yet another epic instant classic set in 2023. LEGO certainly delivered on a highly anticipated set, and we are undoubtedly living in a golden age for LEGO adult fans. Before you go, though, check out this custom modular building that we built. Thanks for watching, and always remember to keep building together.